Good afternoon, Bucks. Today is Friday, September 4th, 2015. I'm Samantha Moffitt.
And I'm Alisandra Enriquez, and you're watching the 63rd episode of Riptide.
And the first of the school year. Over summer, Allie and I participated in a 3-week journalism program at the University of Miami.
This year's theme was climate change and how it affects our environment. My video is about Pope Francis's recent encyclical.
And mine was about how rising temperatures are affecting South Florida's coral reefs.
The Pope is basically like a concrete version of God. He is kind of like our leader, someone that we can look up to and we can follow his example.
His encyclical on climate change is revolutionary. He very publicly stated that he, as Pope, and therefore Catholics, should take scientific research very seriously and scientific discoveries, and that these are not in any way sort of in conflict with one's faith as a Catholic. That he's so interconnected our environmental crisis, which he clearly says is a crisis, but he connects that to the suffering of the poor. And so for him, it's not just an issue of the environment, but he also connects it to how economic systems and social systems not only contribute to this environmental injustice, but that this environmental injustice directly impacts the lives of the poor.
The only reason all these folks are denying climate change has nothing to do with the Bible, because the Bible says nothing about climate change. As a matter of fact, the Bible tells us about climate change. What happened, Noah's great flood, was the result of some kind of major climate change. It wasn't like just all of a sudden, out of the blue, there's all this water that wasn't there before. You know, it's actually a story of a people's history of some major climatic changes that took place in the histories of the people. The important thing, there is absolutely no argument that you can make against the reality of climate change. And there's only a very small group of people who really don't believe this is an issue. But this is a big boost for all the people who do and who understand what the problems are. It's the poor people who are going to be first affected by this. People who don't have the money to get away and make their lives more comfortable. And so I'm absolutely certain that that's what the Pope's thinking about.
So I think that it's good that the people that do know really spread their understanding and their knowledge about the topic so more people can become aware of it and we can actually start making a change.
Coral reefs, especially in South Florida, but in many coastal regions, provide huge both economic and aesthetic benefits. In areas like South Florida, where there are a lot of people, it's a lot of folks swimming and observing the corals, that is an incremental disturbance on top of the other impacts that we're concerned about, things like water quality and climate change.
Climate change is going to be a major problem. At this point, it's just gradually happening, but we're going to get to the point of no return. And now we're changing the chemistry of the oceans.
As the chemistry of the ocean changes, it can increase erosion of reef structures. But we also are understanding better that it can have direct effects on coral animals and coral reproduction. And so when that happens, the corals are stressed over a period of time. If those conditions persist, the corals will actually die.
I think it's an enormous problem. If we were to just not care and not do anything, it would be basic, total self-destruction.
Many, many species live in the coral area. Not only will the coral themselves be gone, but all the beautiful fish that people come to see.
People come here because they can see things they can't see other places. They can see coral reefs. There's so many people that just depend on this that without our coral reefs, I think Miami's economy would definitely take a downfall.
Even in the time that I have been studying corals, there is dramatic decline that's observable, and much of that is due to bleaching and disease events that happen very quickly and are really devastating to coral populations.
It really makes a difference when people first are aware, and then as they become educated, then you see the beauty of your surroundings and you value it more. And the more you value your surroundings, the more I think that you are apt to protect it.
If we don't do anything, if we just use them as our personal waste dump, it's not going to turn out well for us. And just because we live on land doesn't mean that the ocean isn't an important part of our survival.
New students were able to visit South Dade and meet administrators.
Brianna Powell was at the new student orientation.
On September 18th, South Dade had their annual new student orientation to inform parents and incoming students about the premier school of the South. As parents and students filled in and took their seats, Mr. Perez started off the presentation. Also, the administrative staff gave valuable information in regards to how things run at South Dade. Ms. Burton, the new assistant principal, is looking forward to her first year at South Dade.
I have high standards. I have the belief that everybody has an opportunity to succeed and do well. It's a matter of choice. So I'm a person who believes in expectations and high standards. So I think it'll be fine.
Well, I'm very excited about the new school year. It's always exciting to start something new group of kids. I have to say the seniors are fantastic. Been working with them over the summer. They're real enthusiastic. Tonight we had a great crowd for orientation, so gives me hope about freshmen coming in and being involved and the parents being involved.
It was an opportunity for parents of current students with freshman siblings to learn something new.
I learned quite a bit for my 9th grader going into this school, because she came from a different school, and there was some things that I wasn't even aware of, as far as some of the uniform stuff and the tardies and the absence and illnesses. And some of their manic classes, I wasn't aware that they had some that she wanted, and that was a good thing.
I think the main message is get involved, be active. School is what you're going to make of it, so if you're involved and active, you're going to have a great time. If you don't get involved or active, then you might not have a great time. So it's up to you, and come see me, my door is always open.
For Riptide, I'm Brianna Powell.
Seniors received their senior jerseys before school started.
They also enjoyed a movie under the stars. Football season has kicked off last Thursday against Coral Reef.
South Dade was victorious over the Barracudas, 40-24.
Y'all should have played this game. You should see yourself perform. You should already know what you're gonna do out here.
This summer was full of blockbuster hits.
Bella asked students which one was their favorite.
This summer, a lot of phenomenal blockbuster movies came out, and we're going to go see which ones are the most popular on our campus. What's your favorite movie that came out this summer?
I love Straight Outta Compton. I thought that was so great.
The Gift! What's your favorite movie that came out this summer?
Paper Towns.
My favorite movie that's came out this summer is Straight Outta Compton, because I like music and it was pretty entertaining.
Inside Out, most definitely. Ant-Man.
Favorite movie that came out this summer?
Straight Outta Compton.
Straight Outta Compton.
Straight Outta Compton.
What's your favorite movie that came out this summer?
I guess The Gallows.
What's your favorite movie that came out this summer?
Straight Outta Compton.
What's your favorite movie that came out this summer?
The Minions movie.
What's your favorite movie that came out this summer?
Jurassic Park and Ant-Man, for sure.
Straight Outta Compton.
Straight Outta Compton is the most popular on our campus. For Riptide, I'm Isabella Lorenzo.
The 2015 VMAs was full of awards and surprises.
Here's Kat with the recap.
So pretty much everyone knows what a VMA is. And if you don't know what a VMA is a Video Music Award. And at these award shows, celebrities get together to celebrate their accomplishments of the past year. Now, if you watch the Video Music Awards, you pretty much know what went down. But if you didn't, I'm here to help. Hi, my name is Kat, and you're watching a recap of the 2015 Video Music Awards. First things first, Miley Cyrus was this year's VMA host, and she kinda has some weird outfit choices, as you can see. Now, we all know who Nicki Minaj is, and we all know that she opened up with an amazing performance of her newest hit single, but what we didn't know that was gonna happen was that Taylor Swift joined her on stage to help her sing her last song. And we all know that Taylor and Nicki just had Twitter beef a couple weeks ago, where Taylor felt that she was being called out by Nicki. Justin Bieber also performed his newest hit single, What Do You Mean, and got a tad emotional on stage. So now on to the awards part. Taylor Swift got Video of the Year with her video Bad Blood. And let's not forget that she also got Best Female Video for Blank Space 2. Best Male Video was given to Bruno Mars with his hit that everyone loves, Uptown Funk. And are you surprised that Nicki Minaj got Best Hip Hop Video with Anaconda? Because I'm not. And still speaking about Nicki Minaj while on that subject, while she was receiving her award, she called out Miley Cyrus for talking bad about her in an interview concerning the beef on Twitter between Nicki and Taylor. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm not surprised that Fetty Wap got the Artist to Watch award for his song Trap Queen. Now to the part that has been circling social media for the past couple days since the VMAs happened. Kanye, as we all know, got the Video Vanguard Award this year, and it was presented to him by Taylor Swift. He said, and I quote, "In 2020, yes, I will be running for president." Alright guys, thank you for tuning in to Riptide. Once again, my name is Kat, and we'll see you guys next week.
Club Rush will be held during both lunches next week. Be sure to stop by.
That's all for today, Bugs. I'm Samantha.
And I'm Allie.
Have a great weekend.